Man, we back, man. This is late night with Sharif, and I am Sharif. Man, y'all gotta excuse me, man, but my food hot. I got here late. I'm running late, so I apologize. But I'm finishing up my finger licking chicken on Two Notch Road. You know what I'm saying? Where they getting rich off of egg rolls up in that joint. So y'all go and holler at them boys down there, finger licking chicken on Two Notch Road. Man, today I got my guest with me right here. He gonna introduce himself while I finish up.
What's going on, everybody? This is Johnny with Bounce Me Out Bail Bonding, 4145 Hard Scrabble Road, Columbia, South Carolina.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bounce me out, Bill Bonding. Man, y'all, man, what's going on, man? It's good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Man, not often do people link up, you know what I'm saying, that's in the same business and everything, man. But man, you're a real interesting guy, man, and I consider you a friend and stuff like that, man. Just tell everybody where you are from, man.
Originally from Norwalk, Connecticut. I moved to South Carolina about 17, 18 years ago, and been around here trying to move and shake and make my way into the game. And I just became a bondsman about a year and a half ago.
Okay. Man, how's that experience, man?
It's good and bad. Being in the bondsman business, you realize everybody that shake your hand and act like they like you, they're not really for you.
I ain't lying. Tell me the truth. So, man, for those people out there that don't know, you know what I'm saying, how do you become a bail bondsman?
Well, you have to take a couple classes. First, you have to take the bail bondsman class, and then you have to take a test and then pass that test. And then after that, you have to take a PNC test.
Well,
And then after you do that, the part that sucks is you got to go up under somebody for 2 years, and they have to train you, and you have to
Right.
work for them. And basically, they take a percentage of your money. Every
Right.
time you make a dollar, they make a dollar.
damn. That's rough.
Big time.
Yeah. So, a lot of people don't understand, you know what I'm saying, with the bail bondsman business, how that works. Like, how does the bail bondsman get paid? You know what I mean?
Most people are under the assumption that bail bondsmen, well, most bail bondsmen front their own money. They don't understand that
Right.
the majority of bail bondsmen, they work for an insurance company.
Right.
And we take a 10% of whatever the bond is. We pay the insurance company a percentage, and then the residuals go to our pockets.
Right. And what if you have like a situation where somebody runs or something like that? What do you do then?
Well, if somebody run, the first thing you do is, A, you try to go to their well-known addresses to see if you can find them, but most likely they're never there. And then you'll call a bounty hunter, and basically you pay the bounty hunter the same 10% that you collected. You got to give to the bounty hunter to arrest the individual.
Right. And so that's kind of like the basis how it works, man. And just besides, getting their 10% and everything, is there like some pretrial activities that you have to do, like to make sure that person shows up to court, or do you keep up with the people?
Well, well, what I do, I feel every good bondsman should do. One, you should definitely get a picture of the ID of the person that's out of jail, and a personal picture as soon as they get out of jail. Whoever posts their bond, I make sure they sign some paperwork, and they give at least 3 references, and I get a picture of their ID and a personal picture of them. So if I gotta find you, I have 6 people on top of you and the person who bonded you out that can help me find you.
Right. All right. So I mean, like, so everybody, in the black community, in the African American community, people have like different views of a bail bondsman. Some people think, oh, it's a good person, like their lawyer. You know what I mean? They feel like they're a lawyer, and then some
Right.
people think, oh, it's police work. You know what I mean? So, what more side of it do you see it as?
Well, I tell, especially the people that think that it's the police side, I try to explain to them, like, what you don't understand is the police don't like us either.
Right.
And they don't even understand that. The police don't like bail bondsmen.
Right.
Because they feel like your job is to get our criminals out of jail.
Right.
So they despise us. So
Right.
people need to understand that a bail bondsman is here to help them get
Right.
their loved ones home whenever they can afford to.
Right. And I'm in the same business, and my philosophy is, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm a good person to have in your corner, but then if you do me wrong, I just put you back where I got you from. I just take you back
That's
where
a
I
fact.
got you from, and then we just call it a day, you know what I mean? I pay somebody what I made, and I'll just call it even.
Exactly. But people don't understand that. People think after they pay you to get out of jail, they get to run free.
Right.
And then you got to take their loss.
Got to take their lows, yeah.
That's not happening in my corner.
Right. Got you. And so I'm just interested in knowing not like your not like how your business run or whatever and stuff like that, but is it hard to run? You know what I mean, a bail bonds company, or is it just kind of better to be mobile, or should you have a building? Or?
Well, to me, I feel like you should have a brick and mortar, not only because you probably want walk up customers, but sometimes there's some customers of the elite community that's not going to give you money in the backseat of your Toyota Camry.
Yeah.
And some people don't realize that.
Yeah.
Some people think, oh, I got my files in my trunk and I'm riding around and I'm posting these bonds, and I'm getting this money. Sometimes you're going to meet the person that say, I'm only going to meet you in your office because I'm not
Right.
giving you money in the streets.
Right.
So sometimes it's well worth it to pay somebody some rent or use your office in your house or whatever you got to do. But a brick and mortar is very important because, one, you need the mail.
Right.
And two, there's some clients that's not going to pay you if they can't come to your office.
Right. Right. I feel the same way. Like, it's definitely worth the money to have a building or some place where somebody can come that's not in your car. You're meeting them at the jail, and it looks kind of unprofessional and everything like that. So when you have a situation where you have to come off somebody's bond or something like that, which they call that a recommittal and things like that. Like what's the process like when to come off of a bond when somebody doesn't do right?
Well, first of all, I ask all my clients to call me every Friday.
Right.
So if you don't call me on Fridays, that's the first violation.
Right.
Then most counties, if you don't show up to court, the solicitor most likely will call you and say, hey, your client didn't show up to court. Could you have them come in tomorrow morning to present themselves so I know they're not on a run? So once you get to that point, that means you're not responsible. If you're not calling me, then you don't show up to court, and I can't get you to go to court, there's no question I'm coming off your bond. I'm
Right.
recommitting you.
Right.
Right there at that point.
Right. So it's a communication thing. You just don't want them out here doing whatever they want to do. Like they think they could do. Because a lot of people just say, hey, they from the old school. They pay the bondsman. They just say, fuck them.
And
You know what I'm saying? They
and a
ain't
lot of
calling
them say
nothing.
that. And they be like, I ain't going to call. And I'm going to say, okay,
Yeah.
you don't have to call. I'm going to show up to your court date. And when you go in front of the judge is going to tell you that your bondsman is
Yeah.
recommitting you.
Recommitting you.
Yeah, there's nobody bigger than the system.
Right.
And my system is my system. If you don't want to work with my system, you can always call somebody else. And I'm
Right.
okay with that.
No doubt. No doubt. So you got it. I mean, I started out kind of just laid back and chilling. And man, I was paying bounty hunters like first 4 months I was in business. I was like, man, shit, I got to get tougher. I got to get my stuff a little bit tighter and everything like that. And I was 4 or 5 months in the business before I even got a building. But I was working at a car dealership, so I was running my customers through there. But even there, they was like, man, is you even gonna go there? You don't. Well, you gotta wait till you get off of work or something like that before you can go pay the bond and stuff like that. So for those people that like get in trouble like in Myrtle Beach or Georgia or something like that, and they always call them what's a transfer bond. What's a transfer bond like?
Transfer bond is in a sense where they call somebody locally and the local bondsman won't bond them out. So they try to call somebody from their local town. And once they do that, I will facilitate doing the bond through the person that won't do it for that inmate locally.
Okay.
And what that is, that person charged me a fee to post a bond. So now I have to charge the inmate an extra percentage to post their bond.
Right, right. You have a lot of those. I know we did one all the way out in Arizona. That so do you get a lot of them like far, far away, or is it just
The majority of transfer bonds I get is out of Georgia, but I've gotten calls from Houston, New York, Pennsylvania, and most of the time I deny it. But if I'm connected to the person, I'll probably do it because I know I can reach family members, which means I can reach the person if they don't show up to court.
right, right? And so beyond a transfer bond, like, are they like any rules out there? Like, I'm hearing about like these new laws, but everybody's got like two different versions or two different perceptions of what the law is, interpretations of what the law is. So, do you understand the law, or do you want more clarification of what the law is?
Well, they tell everybody the law is 10%. In the meeting, they said the Department of Insurance said we only supposed to take 10%. If you don't take 10%, then you lose your license. But there's bondsmen that I speak to every day that told me they not doing the 10%. They don't care about the 10%. They're gonna go back to their 3 to 5%, and they're gonna do what they do.
Right.
So I don't understand how 10% could be valid for me, but it's not valid for everybody.
Right.
And then the law states, however. So you
Right.
can't make a law and put a however on the back end and expect
Yeah.
everybody to abide
follow
by.
it. Yeah. It's like the Old and New Testament. Like, everybody's got a different interpretation of what's going on, and everybody said this person not doing it right. This person not doing it right. Because I had a experience probably a week ago, and I meant to call you and stuff like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and shout it out. It was A1 bonding. I had a lady had me meet her there. She said the bond hadn't been set yet. She told me what the charge was, and she wanted me to interpret, kind of not interpret, but she wanted me to kind of estimate what I thought the bond was going to be. And so she told me what the charge was. I was like, well, most of the time in Lexington County, I see that bond being about $10,000. So you probably need $1,000. She says, oh, yeah, we got that. So she comes up to the jail. The bond's $25,000. So I told her, well, you need $2,500. And she says, oh man, all I got is I could get it to you, but I can't get it the full amount to you till Monday. And I said, this was like a Saturday. And I said, well, I can't do it. And then she said, shows me her phone, and she shows me her bank account. She had $13,000 that had hit the bank account like maybe 4 or 5 days prior to that, and she was just saying on Monday the funds was available. And her phone said all of this, but from our experiences in the bond business, if you don't have the money in your hand, you really don't have anything.
You don't have anything.
So she said, so I said, well, ma'am, in my experience in the bond business is, things happen. Monday, you could close your account, you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen, and I don't get paid, you know what I mean? And she's like, no. She said, but I tell you what I could do, you know what I mean? I got money on me, and then I could go get, on my other account, I could go get $1,000 at the bank. I said, well, ma'am, I'm trying to do what I can to do to help you. Go ahead and do that. And then I'll wait on the money Monday, which is a no-no. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm there, and she's got the money. She's got 1,000, so I think, and then she's going to get me 1,000, which is 2,000, so she's 500 short. And I know what the law says, and then it does have these howevers and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so I was willing to do that. And so she doesn't come back for about, Wells Fargo is like right at the end of the road. She doesn't come back for like 15, 20 minutes. So I called her, and she was just like, yeah, I'm on the way back because I did stop by A1, and they told me they'll do the bond, but when they called it, they said you had already signed it. Well, I didn't sign the bond, but I did pick it up, you know what I'm saying? And then I had it, and then I was like, man, let me just wait. And before, some in my mind was just telling me just to wait. So while I was waiting, so I just set it down in the little corner. You know, in Lexington, they got that
Yep.
little table over there. I just set it down at the table, and I went outside and started talking on the telephone. And then so I said, "Yeah, I already done the bond." So yeah, she's right. I've done it. Like, come on back or whatever. She said, "Well, I really only got $300." So she was gaming me the whole time off the 1,000. She was just gonna show me on her phone where she had the money and it was gonna be available Monday. Can I wait the Monday, get this person out? And I probably was never gonna see the money. So the girl, she said, but the girl at A1 said she could hook me up with a bank draft. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll come straight out my account Monday or whatever. And I was like, well, I mean, I could do the same setup, but I'm not doing all of that. Like you told me you had at least $1,000 before I came up here. And she said, yeah, but the person that was supposed to give me the other money, so it was just a bunch of jive. And then so the girl from so I said, well, you know what? I got some forms in my car. I just hold them. And then when y'all get with the lawyer and all that kind of stuff, I'll sign off on the bond and figure it out. And I'll just take that, $300 and something loss or whatever. But I'm not gonna stay on a bond that's, like that. I hadn't even signed the bond, but I'm just playing with her head because I know she's got $1,000. But the girl at A1 told her, is willing to do it off that phone that she's showing, and like that's not real money.
Yeah, that's imaginary.
So the girl from A1 gets on the phone. You gonna hold him for $300? What kind of shit that is? I was like, well, shit, you do worse than that. I done seen you lock black people up for all kind of different stupid reasons. You know what I'm saying? She said, no, we do straight up business. I said, man, ain't nothing straight up about your business. I said, y'all do everything. And I said, furthermore, you're not even taking 10%. You willing to get somebody out of jail on a cell phone was something that she's showing you on a cell phone. I made her go to the bank. I said, anything, you should at least have a lot of ethics to say, hey, go back through your bondsman. You know what I'm saying? He's right or whatever. But you trying to teach him how to get out of the bond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so the first thing she told me out of her mouth, oh no. I said, I tell you what, I'm gonna go back in here and see if I can get my bond back, and we'll just take it up with the DOI. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way I'm gonna let y'all keep fucking me over in Lexington County and getting away with this shit. Cause all of y'all do is fucking, cause y'all cross the street from this jail. All y'all do is fuck us over. Like the little guys, we can't even. Y'all even got it. I've never heard in my life. I got 4 different locations. I never heard in my life that you can't even get a business license for the bail bond company if you're not 200 feet away from the jail. Like I'm here. Yeah. Like I wouldn't even be able to get up. According to Lexington, if Richmond was Lexington, I wouldn't even be able to have this bail company over here. You wouldn't even be able to have your bail company unless you 200 feet from the jail. I'm sorry, 200 yards from the jail. So basically, you got to be on that street. You know what I'm saying? So 200 yards is probably, most of that
Across
street.
the street, basically.
You basically got to be on that street in order for you to be able to get a business license in Lexington, right? So I said, y'all already got a monopoly over here with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all got to deal with these motherfucking politicians up in Lexington, whoop-de-whoop, you know what I mean? What the fuck is 200 feet? And then she was just like, well, you need to take that up with your councilman. I said, no, I'm taking it up with you because I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? I told her, I said, I don't like you. You done beat me out of bonds before. I said, I done came up here to do a bond. Like I got somebody that that's already my customer, already out on bond with me. The girl doesn't understand English that good, but her husband is a citizen. I said, I'm on my way to get out the bond. You tell her you'll take the bond. She's scared that he's not going to get out by, Lexington got that late bond where they go from getting out of bond court at 3:30, 4 o'clock, and you only got 45 minutes to pay it.
Yep.
So she's thinking I'm not going to make it in time, which I'm right on the interstate, but I'm going to make it. So she goes ahead and you scare her that he's got to stay in jail. So you go ahead and do his bond. You know what I'm saying? So y'all done fucked me plenty of times, you know what I'm saying? And that day I just wasn't taking it. So I wound up cursing her out and all kind of shit. And she never speaks to me. But yesterday, I saw her at the jail and she spoke to me. So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
Well, listen.
Yeah, so everybody's got a different interpretation of this law. And
You got it good because at least your enemy, you knew it was your enemy.
right.
I'm gonna tell my story. I got an enemy
Right.
who bought me into the bondsman game.
Wow.
I took their class,
Mm.
passed their class, became a bondsman.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing they say is, anything you need, I can help you.
Right.
So I hit the ground running. I'm out advertising. I'm spending all my personal money
Right.
so people can use me. Because I already know there's a gazillion bondsmen.
Right.
So what I say, I'm going to go to Winsboro, where I know a lot of people don't write bonds.
Right.
And I know a lot of people don't care about it. So
Right.
I'm going to go to a small town
Right.
and just deal with that town. So I'm in that town. I put up billboards. I got signs. I'm giving away book bags to kids. I'm going to
Doing all
speak to
that.
the schools. I'm going 1,000% 10 toes down.
Right.
So now I'm doing great in Winsboro. That's my water in the hole.
Right.
Anywhere I write other than Winsboro is gravy.
Right.
So then, next thing I know, WIS show up at my office. And I'm like, what? The owner of the property called. The news came to my house and said, "Oh, you own this land?"
Mm.
And she said, "Yes." Well, we have reason to believe that the guy that is renting his property, he really not a bondsman. A lawyer's paying for his property.
Oh Lord.
And he worked directly for a lawyer. So she was like, that's not true because I know him personally.
Right.
His wife is my friend.
Mm.
And they both members of my church.
Right.
Don't stop there. WIS go to 3 other attorneys. Well, we know you represent such and such, and you represent such and such, and you represent such and such, and bounced me out bail bond and posted all those bonds.
Mm.
Do you know that he worked for this attorney?
Oh.
They
God.
didn't ask, do he work for this attorney?
They told
They
him that.
told him. And that's only because another bondsman called WIS and told him that. And what's crazy is this bondsman's a millionaire.
Right.
He's way beyond
Right.
mom and pop shops like us.
Right.
Like me and you got a mom and pop shop.
Right.
He a millionaire. He do the bonding classes. He got multiple companies.
Mm.
He make all the money. And because I'm in Winsboro, South Carolina, making money, he's telling every bondsman on his caliber, I'm doing something illegal. Because I'm trying to feed my family.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And my thing is, how are you mad at me? Because I'm a hustler.
Right.
I'm a hustler, bro.
Because they've been eating. Nobody's
Forever.
been fucking with them.
Nobody
forever.
ever threatened their pocket.
Right.
And my thing is, you let me in the game, you did that. I didn't do that, you did that. But I would like him to know, if you fuck with me, I got you, bro. Because I got shit on you that you don't even understand.
Right.
So,
yeah. Do your thing.
hold up, let me let you. I'm at the city 3 weeks ago. Another bondsman come and say, yo, why does dude hate you so much? I said, what you mean?
You're a student.
I said, what you mean?
You're
Like,
one of his students.
he said, yeah, he going around telling all of us that you in Winsboro writing bonds for 1%. I said, bro, listen.
They put them lies out on you.
I said, I'm new to the game. I would have to pay my insurance company to write a bond at 1%.
Right.
I said, either A, you stupid, or B, you want to believe him because he the godfather of this shit. I said, but since he like to send messages, let me show you something. I opened up my cell phone and I said, so next time he bring up my name and throw salt on my name, let him know I got this shit. Yeah. And he said, what you mean by this shit? And I showed it to him. My nigga, guess what? I never went to your class. I never spent a day in your class.
Right.
I never spent a minute in your class. You gave me a book. I called you and you texted me and said, text me your full name so I can send you a certificate. So you out giving bogus certificates, motherfucker.
Right.
So if you want to go to war, let's go to war. I'm for that.
Right.
But guess what? You put it in print. I didn't.
Right.
So
Shit, I'm in it with, I don't know what it is, but I'm in it with A1 and ABC. And A1 is that Lexington shit. I ain't never had no problem with them in Columbia, even though they owned by the same person. But I wanted to talk to the owner. I gave them people the name for the owner to call me. He ain't even got enough respect for anybody else that he ain't even give me a ring back.
he not. Because he think you're a nobody.
Right. Yeah.
Then you can just like the motherfucker who trying to bully me,
Right.
then they just push you out.
Right. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing this conference in September because a lot of people got a lot to say. You think Columbia was bad? I think this one's gonna be this is gonna be a rough one right here. A lot of people got a lot to say, so I'm gonna stay quiet because I expressed my feelings before, and the dude at the DOI thought I was talking about him, and
Well,
so
of course, because quiet is kept, we all understand that they in pocket with the motherfuckers at top, bro.
right,
Like, we all know that.
right,
That's why they say, matter of fact, you was at the same meeting I was at.
right, yeah.
And owners of companies stood up and said, I'm never going to charge 10%. I don't care what you say.
Right.
It doesn't matter. We'll
Right.
solve it with our lawyer. Well, you'll lose your license. Only people losing their license is me and you.
Right. Yeah. That's crazy.
Like, what we talking about?
Yeah.
Make it make, as a young kid say, make it make sense.
Right. I'm gonna leave them alone this time. I'm just going in there to get my hours. I ain't having no. I'm gonna try not to have a drink with nobody. The doctor got me on no more than 14 drinks a week anyway. So shit.
Good luck to that shit, bro.
I can't be in there getting like I usually get no damn way. But yeah, I'm trying not to associate with too many people. I'm there for two reasons: to hear what they got to say, get my hours. With three reasons: hear what they got to say about these laws and stuff, because the Attorney General sent something out that could be misleading. You know what I'm saying? So hear what they got to say about these laws. Meet with the bankers rep at the. You gonna go to the Roof Chris dinner and everything?
I ain't even going to make it, bro.
You ain't gonna make it, yeah. Well,
I'll
shit.
be out of town.
Oh damn! I wish you was in town so you can get all my bonds, because I know it's gonna
No,
be.
I'm not going to be in town for that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll be here. I'll be local. I can't go.
Oh, okay. Well, hell, I'm gonna send all my people to you. Shit.
Yeah, I'll be around for that.
Hell, I'll be gone. I'm gonna meet with the bankers is having a dinner in Roof Chris. That's the 11th, and to get the hours, you gotta stay
The
four
12th,
hours on the 12th and 4 hours on the
13th.
13th. And Friday's my biggest day. I really don't want to be there for 4 hours. I might try to find a way to creep out there. But
Yeah, but you know they don't give you hours until it's over.
yeah, I don't know.
That's how they kill you.
Yeah. So I'll probably be there most of the day Friday, hit the road. I probably won't be back to Columbia 7, 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock.
I'm around.
Yeah, I got you. But
I'm around, bro. I'm
yeah,
not going.
so man, the bonds business sounds just like the same crooked corporate America shit that be going.
It's not even corporate America. The bonds business to me is the streets.
Right. Yeah. I see
The
that
problem is we the new guys, we got a better product.
too. Right.
And the old heads that's been serving cut all this time hate the fact that we got pure.
Man, I thought having to get that, you're right. I hate the fact that them having to get that insurance license didn't take a lot of them out. Not a lot of them retired. Some of them got that thing before August.
Yeah. Hold up.
They
See,
extended it.
hold up. Let me tell you a secret that you don't know.
Right.
They don't have it.
Right.
What they do is,
Have workers.
it's my company. I don't need to take the test.
Right.
You work for me, and we're going to keep doing this business as usual.
Okay.
They don't have to have it, bro.
Damn. I
Because
thought everybody.
personally, I got a friend, my homeboy. He worked for somebody.
Right.
Don't know why he's still working with somebody,
Right.
but he is. And his boss
Right.
ain't had a bonding license in 7 years,
Damn.
but he runs a bail bondsing company. And he's on the board. How the fuck that happened?
That's interesting.
How you on the board of a bail bonding board company and you don't even have a bail bonding license?
That's crazy.
But my boy is his runner.
Right.
So, nah, everybody don't got it.
Right. What's the easiest county for you to deal with?
Fairfield.
Fairfield. In and out, you ain't gotta wait on the judge in a small town?
No, the thing is, the judge wait on me.
The judge wait on you, okay.
See, in the
That's
small
tight.
towns, you get rapport.
Right.
Richland County, Lexington County, you don't know those judges.
Yeah.
You don't get to see those judges. You don't
Right.
talk to those judges. Like right now, I mean, it's late, but bond court start at 5 o'clock.
Right.
Say it was 5 o'clock right now, and I'm saying doing this with you.
Right.
I can pick up my phone and call the judge and say, hey, judge,
Right.
I'm in Columbia. I'll be there in 20 minutes. All right, Johnny, no problem. We'll wait on you.
Damn. I ain't never seen that shit. Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, Fairfield County, I could call any judge.
Right. I got 8 counties. I think the easiest county. Conway is easy, but if you don't get the right person, the other person gonna have an attitude. Not gonna wait on you. Shut down a little bit earlier than what they're supposed to. That kind of shit. Florence is tough. You got a license in Florence?
Nah, Newberry kills you.
Newberry is fucked up.
Yeah.
But Florence is even more fucked up. And let me tell
In
you
the
why.
city of Newberry?
Yeah. Let me tell you what Newberry put you through the same shit Florence do. But the difference is in Newberry, if they sending me all over the place, everything's close. Like the jail ain't that far from the damn courthouse.
It's all in a 1 mile radius.
Yeah, all of it's no more than 2 miles. I think from the county to the jail may be the longest trip.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not bad because once you leave the jail, you just hook that left and you right back by the interstate or whatever. So Newberry is a runaround, but they ain't running you far. You know what I'm saying? And the motherfuckers in Newberry, I didn't renew my business license. I don't even have a building in Newberry. They try to charge me extra money because I
5% a month.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault.
That's all right.
Yeah, they sent me that letter.
Yeah.
5% a month. I said,
Yeah.
fuck it, I ain't even renewing. Fuck
Yeah,
y'all.
I'm not renewing. If I want to renew, I just go pay the money.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, you know what I'm
Not
saying?
doing
If
that
I get
shit.
something big, I'll go down there and do it. If I don't get nothing big, they won't see me all year because all them little bonds and that running around, that shit that they do for me, just to run up there for $5,000 bonds and shit like that. Whoever the judge down there doesn't set big bonds.
nope.
You know what I'm saying? Saluda sets big bonds.
See, I don't fuck with Saluda.
But Saluda is not bad. They real easy and everything close to each other, and they'll email the jail. I hate these places that you got to take the shit to the jail. I hate that
Hold
shit.
up. My first bond in Newberry, right?
Right.
So I go, post a bond. I leave, I get on the highway. I come back all the way to Columbia.
You got to go back to the jail? That same shit happened
So
to me,
hold
bro.
up.
The same
So
shit
the-
happened to me.
So the motherfucker called me and like, yo, I ain't out. I'm like, what you mean? I posted your bond
Right.
like 45 minutes ago. They told me it was a 15-minute process.
Right.
They said, oh, you ain't bringing a release form over here.
You got to bring the release form over there.
So I post y'all don't deal with technology. You
No.
can't just fax it.
No, you got to take it to the jail. Florence is the same fucking way. But this what makes Florence probably the worst county I deal with. Is that not only do they give you the runaround, so if you got to post a bond, say you go to they got a city and a county, right? So say you got to post a bond in the city. No, okay, I lied. The city will fax it up there, but sometimes the jail doesn't get the fax, so they want you to take it up there just in case.
Just in
Or
case.
stick around for an hour just to make sure it got there, and if not, then you got to take it up there. The fucking from the city and the city and the city general sessions court are right around the corner from each other, but the fucking jail is 20 minutes away. It's not. It's Florence County, but they fucking county jail is not even in Florence. Like it's in a town called Effingham, like close to Lake City and shit. This shit is way out from the city, bro. Way out.
So you got to put in real work after you post a bond.
Bro, you post the bond. If you say you gotta go, a lot of times in Florence, if it's a big bond, the circuit court judge set the bond. So you have to go to the circuit. So you have to go to the big court. So you go to big court, you pay that shit. You know what I'm saying? They give you the form. You gotta take it all the way out to the jail, and then guess what you got to do? That ain't even half. That's just half of your day. So your day is not over once you take it over there.
What you gotta do next?
No, this is what you do. First, you gotta go there, get your. So you trying to do anything with the bond, like a recommitment. So the bond is just taking it out there, right? But if you got a recommitment, you gotta go out there, let them stamp it, let them stamp your paperwork. Then you take it to general sessions, let them clock it in. You pay your $20, or if it's a bench warrant, they just, whatever. And if it's not a bench warrant, then they gotta fucking get a recommitment date. They set up, and then half the time they don't even bring the motherfucker from the jail. Then they set the recommitment date and all that shit, right? Then once she stamps it, you gotta take it back out to the jail. And I'm talking about a 20-minute ride. So you coming in from Columbia, you gotta take that shit all the way out to Effingham. Then you gotta come to Florence, get it stamped, take it back out to Effingham, and then take your ass home.
Man.
It is the fucking worst. I hate fucking a recommittal in Florence. And then if it's a high profile case, they had a fucking news person up there making sure you do all of that shit. They had a news person on my ass about this dude. This is about a month and a half ago. The day that I did the recommittal, she came out there just to say, yes, he did everything he wanted to do. Like when she did her story, he did everything he said he was going to do. If I didn't, she was going to write a story saying we didn't come off the bond. But they were doing this bond reform bullshit in Florence. Now, I like Florence, but this shit is ridiculous. And then,
you got it.
Yeah.
You don't gotta worry about me, nigga.
Columbia's not that bad besides, Alvarez Glen is not that bad besides getting in there. And then if you got a recommittal, you got to have four copies of that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I like Alvarez Glen. Lexington is probably the best.
The city sucks.
What's that?
The city of Columbia?
Oh, no, the city of Columbia is rough. Yeah.
Listen.
You got to wait on the judge and shit.
What I don't understand is, right, they go to bond court. The jailer or the bailiff or whoever go over to Alvarez Glen. Chills. When they come back.
Go to lunch before she come back. Go to lunch before she come back.
You don't get no information.
No, they don't have anything.
You don't ever get the person's date of birth. You don't get their social. You don't get nothing. All you got is John Smith.
Right.
And his charges. Like, what the fuck is, like, what you getting paid for?
Yeah, it's rough. City of Columbia is rough. Now, I would say this about Florence City, but besides when they send the facts over to jail and get it, Florence City's pretty easy, and the girls in there are nice. But City of Columbia, they just don't have no information.
Nope.
They take all day.
And they're not professional at all.
Nah, they take all day. They got a whole lot of other shit going on. I like a couple people that work there, but if I don't get them,
you dead.
I'm fucked up. I'm dead in the water because they'll hold up your whole fucking day.
They did it to me plenty of times.
They'll
you
hold
get
up
there
your
at 10
whole
o'clock,
day.
they say, oh, you gotta wait for them to come back from the jail. I'm like, but the bond is such and such. We don't got the paperwork. Come back at 1:30. You get there at 1:30, we can't find the paperwork.
They can't find it.
How the fuck you can't find the paperwork? That just got here at 1:30. It's 1:33.
So you know how motherfuckers get paid on Friday, right? And sometimes they don't get off until after 5. So a lot of bonds in the city, people are like from 4 or 5 days prior.
Yeah.
And then they get the money or whatever, they come pay you, and you gotta make it there. If you can't make it there at that Friday, they want you to go in the morning and all that kind of shit. Well, if you go in the morning and the weekend and there's only one person there, and they say, oh, it's upstairs. They sent the paperwork upstairs. I don't even know what upstairs is. That place looks like it's like one level. So I don't know what upstairs is.
But my thing is literally upstairs is 12 steps.
Yeah.
Just walk your fucking ass upstairs.
Man, they gotta find all kind of shit. That shit is just funny. Saluda was easy. I do what else I do? Forest Acres ain't bad, but Forest Acres, they street everything. If those who don't know what a streetment is whenever a person skips bail, then they want the bondsman to pay it. But most places don't charge the bondsman at a magistrate level because they find the person guilty in court and give them a certain amount of days to pay it. And if they don't pay it, they just put a bench warrant out of it. It doesn't come fall back on the bondsman. But unfortunately, Batesburg and damn Forest Acres, you have to pay. I just paid $2,000 yesterday to Batesburg.
Yeah, they.
Batesburg, if they hit now, Judge Morgan, don't get me wrong, he's fucking, like, a lot of people don't like him, but a lot of people do like him. I like him. You know what I mean? He's a good guy to me. You know what I'm saying? Real nice, polite, ask me how my family's doing. You know what I mean? He ain't on no bullshit. It's another judge in Batesburg. He's fucking asshole. But Judge Morgan is fucking real deal cool to me. You know what I'm saying? He's fair. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make sure he set the bond right and shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be too low or too high. You know what I'm saying? It's a good bond. You know what I'm saying? But if he street you now, you gotta pay the whole thing. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He even gave me an extra 60 days to find this girl. I couldn't find her. Had to pay that $2,000 yesterday. I was mad as a motherfucker having to pay that shit.
Wow.
But that's the bad side of the bond company now. If you a person that can't find people or can't get these people right, or you take a bond that you shouldn't have took, you know what I'm saying? Some of these fucking towns will hold you to it.
Yeah, they hold your feet to the fire.
Yeah, Forest Acres trying to get $4,000 out of me because I had got these four girls from Augusta had got shoplifting charges. So I got it because I paid them because I was like, I usually don't do out of town shit, but I'm like, man, they got little charges like 1,000. One of them was 1,000. Two of them was 1,000. Two of them was 2,000 because they had prior charges before.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking, okay, whatever. Two of the girls, just happened to be both of the girls that had the $2,000 bonds didn't show up to court. The ones with the $1,000 bonds, both of them showed up. It was done. The ones with the 2,000 didn't show up. They trying to get the money out of me. They won't even let me get a license right now as far as acres until I pay the $4,000. Shit, bankers won't. It was on bankers. Bankers won't pay it because I told bankers, I said, I'm handling it because they shouldn't be charging me at the magistrate level. They didn't even give me a hearing, like, for me to even go in front of the judge and be like, it's some bullshit.
Yeah, at least get by me some time.
Yeah, I mean, they gave me time. But you know what I mean? Like, why am I going to pay somebody, $1,000? Because these people ain't going to go for $200 into Georgia. Because it's tougher to find somebody in Georgia. You got to get permission from the sheriff and all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? They going to want to charge me $500 to $1,000 to go find these girls. Shit, they goddamn bond $2,000. You know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead and pay it. I got my people looking at it, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't paying Forest Acres. Because I don't got to do a bond there. I mean, probably all last year I did 10 bonds there. And I probably ain't make, $3 or $4 grand there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting ready to give you, I made $3 grand in your time.
And I'm going to give you 4.
And I'm going to give you 4. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to break even. Or maybe I made $4 grand in Forest Acres last year. Man, nobody gets fucking arrested in Forest Acres because shit, everybody knows the fucking deal in Forest Acres.
You go to jail in Forest Acres, you dead in these streets.
Nigga could be fucking reckless. They gonna avoid fucking Forest Acres. Only way they get caught in Forest Acres is they right there on that hill up 2 notch right
Fontaine.
there.
Two notch in Fontaine.
2 notch in Fontaine, and they just don't know.
Well, guess what? Quiet as kept. Personal story. Me.
Yeah.
Back in the day when I first moved here, coming from the Pink Building.
Don't tell me you got hit.
At the bottom of the hill. You know the Pink Building that was at the bottom of the hill?
Yep.
I'm coming up the hill.
Whip, whip. Forest Acres.
Forest Acres, they got me right at the window place.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, ain't this a mother...
Right. Nobody don't fuck with Forest Acres, bro.
Yeah, hell no.
When I'm riding down there, because I have to go to the UPS store sometimes. When I'm riding down there, I'm just quiet. When I get back on Decker,
I'm loud again.
I'm loud. I'm back, baby.
Yeah.
But shit, when I'm in Forest Acres, I know how to behave. Because back in the day, bro, you ever been in there? You ever been in that court?
I went to jail in Forest Acres.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of times they don't take you to Forest Acres when you go to jail.
No.
Okay. They took you to jail. Okay. They ain't just take you to the county.
I went to Forest Acres.
Then they took you
there
to
for 5 hours.
And then they
took
took you
me to the county.
Bro, you ever seen all them pictures on the wall?
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers look just like Mayberry, right? Fucking Andy Griffin, Mayberry, ain't nothing but white sheriffs was on the wall. And all of them look like they would hang a nigga in a second,
Check
bro.
the fly shit though, right?
I ain't seen no black people on the city council.
I take my charges to trial.
You beat them.
Say how I beat him, right? The whole fucking jury is white. One black chick.
Oh, the one black chick.
Black
Thank
chick.
you, sister.
So I'm in there and I'm like, my lawyer looking at me, I'm looking at him, and he like, yo, this shit don't look good, bro. Like,
Yeah.
so they go back and deliberating, and they like,
Can't come to a unanimous decision.
can't. They're like, it's one person.
One person. That's good.
So now we there for 2 hours now. Now the judge, now me and my lawyer in it, you know how you come in, you pay that little fine?
Mhm.
It's a door right there. That's
Right.
where the lawyer sit. So I'm sitting in there with my lawyer. The judge come out. He in his khakis and his t-shirt.
Right.
'Cause he ready to go home. So he say to my lawyer, listen, I know you know me, I know you, I don't know him.
Right.
But my wife got supper on the table. And she been texting my phone and calling my phone and texting my phone.
Right.
If he just pay a $400 fine, can we go home tonight?
Yeah, let's do it.
My lawyer said, goddamn right he'll pay $400.
Right. Let's do it.
I had a DUI.
Damn. Yeah, I had one of them too. I
was finished, bro, because I was guilty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like, you know,
I was guilty
sometimes
too.
Nah, I was guilty, and then my problem was I was so drunk, I was talking shit.
Yeah, me
so
too.
when I looked at the tape, you knew, you like,
Yeah.
yeah, this nigga drunk. Ain't no way you not drunk, bro.
I tell the motherfucker, I ain't motherfucking walking. I ain't saying no ABCs. I ain't doing nothing. Take me to jail. Because I had been, you know, I had heard the stories, you know what I mean, but I had never been through it. But man, I said, man, just take me to jail. You know, that's one of the worst things you could do, right? Because they put that failure to comply on your shit.
They take your license automatically.
And then they do the reckless driving. So you got the failure to comply and the reckless driving and shit. That shit is crazy, bro.
So I was like, man, this is some bullshit. But the blessing in disguise was the cop that arrested me, God rest his soul. Remember the cop that got killed at the mall? Not right there on Forest Drive. Motherfuckers was sleeping in a van, and the cop, somebody called and was like, yo, this van is here every night by itself.
Right.
And the cop went and knocked on the door, and the motherfucker hopped out and shot the cop.
Oh, shit.
And that was the cop that arrested me for the DUI.
Damn.
So he couldn't testify.
Damn. Well, we don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I don't want nobody to die, but
Yeah.
that's what happened. Officer Hume is his name. God rest him.
Yeah. Damn. Well, shit, man. Man, shout out to I don't know if you got socials or any media stuff or not, but man, shout out to business again, man. Let
Bounce
them know
me
where
out
they can
bail
find
bonding. 4145 Hardscrabble Road. Bounce me out bail bonding on Facebook. Phone number 803-348-6186. My name is Johnny. 24 hours, 7 days a week. You can get at me.
Get at them, y'all. Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
I hope I didn't take too much of your time.
Nah, you good, bro.